Hi guys, it's Tennille from Paper Milkshake and welcome back to my channel. Something a little bit different today. The beautiful guys over at Lotsastyle contacted me and asked whether I'm interested in playing with one of their new caddies, their mini caddies, which is this white one you see over here. And they sent me one to see if it helps with my organization. And you guys, you know, I don't have a craft room. I used my baby's old nursery, converted it into a study where I work all day from home, and it turns into a craft room at night with my mess everywhere. So I'm desperately in need of some organizational help. I've been using my IKEA Rust Dog cart to store most of my goodies, but within the cart it's actually a little bit of a hot mess. Everything is all over the place and I really needed something just to organize my tools. So having a little caddy or a little storage caddy like this is really useful. So I thought I would show you guys how I have used and organized this little baby. So first of all, I decided to personalize it a little bit. It was a bit plain for my liking. So I recently got some happy mail from Alicia, and I just peeled off one of the decorations that she had for me and popped it on the front, and I thought that the carousel theme was really me. So all I did was put a bit of double-sided sticky tape and stuck that on and personalized it for myself. Of course, I had to add a little glitter heart there. Now this caddy comes with 2 large compartments at the front and 3 tall compartments in the back. So to the left here, so this is mainly used for storing some of my go-to products that I reach for all the time, or tools rather, that I reach for all the time. Products at the front, tools at the back. So in the left compartment, I have all my tweezers, and I have my pliers that I used for all my charms. I use these pliers as well when I'm doing like bead wrapping and things like that. So I pretty much always reach for these pliers, and of course everything is so pink because pink is my favorite color. So that's what's in on the left side. I also have these sort of tweezers that I just keep handy and use all the time to apply sequins. I use these to pick up adhesives, foam dots. They're just, I think tweezers are a must-have in your crafting supply, so always have that tool handy. In fact, I think I need a second pair because I'm finding that one pair isn't enough when I need to do really delicate projects. I need sort of one tweezer to hold down the glue and the other one to apply the sequins, if that makes sense. So I think I'll need to have to buy a second pair of tweezers, and these ones are just ones that I found on AliExpress. Okay, so then let me just put that right along. So that's a perfect size on the left there for my squeezy tweezy kind of tools. Then in the middle, I was able to fit all my scissors. So I've got my fussy cutting scissors, which is a pair of these We Are Memory Keepers fussy cutting scissors, which is kind of a little bit dirty at the moment. Sorry about that. I then have my favorite, I always have trouble pronouncing this, Kokyo. Yep, my favorite Kokyo Japanese all-purpose ultra sharp scissors. I use these every single time I craft, and I have a couple in my stash. Whenever it gets a little bit sticky on these blades, I just use some eucalyptus oil to take off the stickiness, and then they're as good as new. So I reach for these every day. They must go in this caddy. I just use them all the time. Then I have some pink and shears. These are some Fiskar ones that I use to put some interesting edging and zigzag cuts to the edge of my projects, such as like stamps. And then I also have some just general purpose mini scissors, plus my, oh, they disappeared. Where did I put them? Here we are. My Heidi Swap pointy scissors for some more delicate fussy cutting. So they just fit perfectly into that little back middle caddy there. But then on the right, I've just got all my pens and highlighters. I do a lot of note taking when I craft. I write lists of things I want to send my pen pals. Whenever I have ideas to send things to my pen pals, I write them down, I jot them down. And these are just my favorite Muji pens. So I've got a whole compartment of that in the back, plus this pink one from my friend Alicia. So The back, I guess, storage compartments are really tall, and they're just perfect for any length of pens you want to put in there. And as you can see, it perfectly holds all my scissors, all my longer tools without them tipping over. So really, really good. I like the 3 compartments in the back. Then at the front, I decided to put my Nouveau drops, only the colors that I reach for all the time, because the whole idea of this caddy is I will put this at the front of my Rustog cart, and these are the things that I use every single time I craft. Maybe not always the Nouveau drops, but I use them very frequently. I might not use them on every single project, but I use them on a lot of my projects. So I've just popped my favorite Nouveau drops. This one is a very odd shape. It's not the usual Nouveau bottles, but you could fit 6, you can actually fit 6 of these regular size shaped Nouveau bottles just in the front compartment alone. So that was perfect. Then on the right side, a little bit miscellaneous, but this little bottle of perfume I got from my gorgeous friend Alicia, and I actually like to spray some of my projects. I know it sounds really bizarre, but I spray the air and then I like wave my projects in it so that all my projects smell really nice. And then I just put some of my favorite Dear Lizzie buttons there to add to my projects. Good to have that handy. Sometimes I like to just look at this paper clip because it's so pretty. Other times I'll actually reach for these giant paper clips and make big banners with them. Love making banner embellishments. Then I have just a little tray of my favorite little baby pink and white sequin sprinkles. And then of course for all my tags, all my albums, whenever I want to dangle a charm to my projects, I have to have my WeWa and Memory Keepers eyelets around, and that just sits perfectly like so in the caddy. What's really amazing about this little mini caddy is it holds a lot. I was playing around with this caddy yesterday about what I was going to put in there, and I just redesigned it. It held everything I wanted to put in there. Oh, I forgot to show you this. This is my little jewel picker, which I use for my sequins. So I cannot actually believe how much physically fits into this caddy. So it's very, very handy to have. It's not flimsy at all. It's a very hard plastic construction box. Do I recommend it? Yes, I do. Lotsastyle has different sizes. This size just happens to work for me. I don't want anything too big because I already have the Rustog cart to hold everything large. I just needed something a little bit smaller to hold a lot of like bits and pieces and tools that I have and that I reach for all the time. If it wasn't for this caddy, these things are just sort of plonked in my Rustog cart as like a hot mess. I wish I had a before photo to show you guys, but having it just stored in a little caddy like this just makes it a lot easier to reach for because it's all organized and compartmentalized. So thank you all for watching. I will include a 20% off code down below for you to go check out this caddy and pick up yourself. There's a link directly to their website as well. They are on Instagram. Go check them out and let me know whether this little caddy works out for you. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.